Alright, so now we are back, and we were just on the cusp of the very first massive space engagement, which far outclasses, my small skirmishes. So, Polly, run us down your force organization real quick.
Alright, I have exactly 16 ships and one of my dictator cruisers, whenever, I guess, dictators get a specific ship that's named after them. And they're all pretty much the exact same damn thing. They're loaded with kinetics, which are really good at close-range combat. And these are a bunch of filthy Slothman Xenos, who are all riding in what appear to be laser... laser-guided lasers. Laser-guided lasers. They have 3 guns. I have 3 guns, so we're pretty much both the exact same starting ships. I just have 6 more than they do.
This is going to come down to a numbers fight.
It's going to come down to they're going to try to leave, and then I'm going to chase them and kill them over and over again. If they manage to... Wait, actually, let's see. I just got to... They're hyperspace. They each have 308 HP, 6 armor, and... Let's see what else. Ooh, they have more armor, but I have more hull points, and each of my ships is worth a little bit more firepower than theirs.
Very interesting.
Alright.
Alright. Well, best of luck to you, Honorable Commander.
There's no honor in this. Only money. And the gloriousness of oppressing minorities.
So your foes will only know the blood price that you had to pay, enacted in the generations that they have yet to birth. You're terrible. Alright, man. Good luck. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. Come on, I went to war.
So I have trouble imagining your Foxmen in your like Space Navy there, anything but in like old timey British, like British uniforms with like the tricorner hats and whatnot, standing around their like map table as the admiral prepares to like go to guns.
Oh, only one of their ships. Oh, that's clever.
What they do?
All right, so to make sure their leader didn't die, they broke that ship off of the fleet and they sent it off.
Oh wow,
So
he
whenever
ran from combat.
Yep. So he's a coward.
Shame for her.
Oh, their entire fleet just got eaten up. Alright. This guy is not getting away. He's going... I'm going to take a guess and say he's going to jump. Yeah, he is.
We're receiving a transmission from the Fulci. Oh no! Polly, it's a giant spider monster. Greetings from the Shashvin Star Confederacy. Chancellor Uavafin Uvifava. It's our elected representative, but in truth all citizens have a voice in our government. We strive to better ourselves through technology and by studying the alien cultures we encounter and explore the galaxy.
So I think they just made the only right decision they could possibly make. Because with their leader there, I can't reasonably take over their star base.
Yeah.
But I'm going to ship off...
They are a direct democracy.
Alright. I'm going to ship over as many more people as I can. Clear this. And hopefully...
Hostile fleet detected. Evading hostile fleet. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
They might actually have a second fleet.
We need to split up your fleet?
No,
Or
they had a fleet.
So they should have gathered them up. Well, hopefully they're not going to circumvent you.
Well, that was interesting. I guess the leader of the enemy ship, the enemy fleet, got home, got to the station, saw that there were exactly 2 ships waiting for him to try to shore up the defenses, and then immediately turned around and ran into the entire fleet that I had. I'd like to think that they just kind of decided that he wasn't fit for combat anymore and just sent him out to do honorable combat against us. Well, there's one thing that I can be sure of.
Brave,
He's the only man in their entire fleet.
Complete.
Say brave, but mistaken.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Alright.
Hostile fleet engaged. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Oh, and they're crushed.
Oh man. I wiped them out.
It's looking like it. I broke through the rest of their fleet and I'm engaging their spaceport directly with superior... Yep. I lost exactly 5 ships, I believe. But their spaceport's going down.
Hostile fleet detected.
So, now I just gotta train up a couple armies.
It's pretty good. Relations. Also, you are the leader of my
Research.
first Expeditionary Legion. First, no. What's a fitting name for this? First Army of Conquest. Yes. We will go to the Hamakad system. These people, what do they call themselves? The Tarathian people. These ones that are so proud of their nuclear weapons, they will know war.
I feel kind of bad. I just crushed this race outright.
Now you have the money. Now you don't have to enslave your own people anymore.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't have to.
I
Still
mean,
gonna...
look, you need more people to manage once you gotta, you know. One day a great emancipator will rise amongst your people, but it is not this day, I'm afraid.
Alright, so first, I should have been doing this from the start. I didn't realize it was an option. I'm going to orbit my ships above the planet. I'm going to see if I can bombard them. And if that's possible... Here we go. Yeah. What are you talking about? Oh, I got their planet. Oh, jeez. Enslave all of you. Well, I just enslaved an entire race.
Oh man, so these people, these aliens, these post-atomic aliens, I just landed 4 of my honor-bound armies against them, and just with no warning. Just we showed up and we just landed, and there's a fleet, you know, bombarding it from orbit. I imagine that's gonna be the most nightmarish thing possible for anyone.
Doesn't get much worse than that, no.
General also we'll see that these people are properly vanquished. They're putting up quite a fight. These aliens are strong.
Are you engaging them in ground war?
Yes, we're engaging them in ground-orbital combat. I refuse to use orbital bombardment for multiple reasons.
Oh.
The first being I want to preserve their infrastructure. But, alas, the Xenos are no match for us. Our armies have successfully invaded and subdued the primitive forces on Shi Potan. The locals have given up all attempts at fighting back, and we have now subsumed the civilization to our empire. Although backwards as they are, it may take some time for their natives to become fully productive members of the Umkadian warlord society. But they did fight with honor, and therefore some of them may remain free. Some. I'm entering an alien system with my main combat fleet. Oh shit, they're moving to respond. Alright, here we go. It's war. It's war, Polly. It's an alien species I have not researched. What the fuck are they? 3 ships with 112. What the fuck are these?
That could be a problem.
Oh shit, we just wiped them out.
Oh. I thought you said 3 ships each with that. Okay.
Hostile fleet.
Yeah, apparently, I mean, it's very... They were very powerful, but they did not have a lot of health. My glorious, we've engaged 2 fleets with 112 firepower and only usage. They are strong, but they're not able to receive the kind of firepower. Admiral Ufko is about to take us into engagement. It's a mineral extraction outpost. We're gonna see how this goes. I don't know what these are. These ships are weird. They look like you played Halo, right? Anybody who's played Halo, if you've ever seen the Sentinels, they look like Sentinels and they shoot the same kind of red beams that Sentinels do.
Ah, interesting.
I don't know what they are. But I'm going to wipe them out.
You don't know what they are, but you need to rule them.
I must. What are these?
Evading hostile fleet.
Oh, they're the mining drones that we studied earlier. Now I will destroy them. Oh my god, my shields make this impossible for defeat.
Alright, so I've just discovered a new alien race, and I must destroy them.
Why? What are they?
I don't want to tell you.
Are they me?
No, they're not you.
Is it because you want to spare me from the absolute terror of the universe?
It's because they're closer to you than you might imagine.
What are they?
The Yaxkalak Hive.
But aren't they bug monsters?
Yeah.
What would I have common with bug monsters? I have 4 limbs, fur.
No,
Beautiful
I mean,
thing.
physically they're closer to you than you might imagine.
Oh, you actually come in to like fucking beat me?
I was going to establish a base at this bottleneck, but I found them along the way. And by that I mean I blew up a bunch of their ships before they could talk to me. And they are terra-fucking-fied.
Now they must learn to be obeyed.
Alright, let's get these guys up here.
Oh, Polly.
Yes?
It's time. My neighbors have these creatures, these reptilians. What are they? The Jessinox. They have believed they were superior for too long. They have demanded that I am not allowed to enter their space, not allowed to mine their resources that they wasted so frivolously.
With their petty words.
Their petty words, their petty lies, their belief that they are somehow, what, superior? No.
I mean, belief that they're somehow comparable.
They are not superior. They are fools. Liars. Okay, so I'm about to declare war on an enemy empire. Are you ready for this?
Oh, I'm
Let me
ready.
look at this. War demands. Adds war goals to declare what you seek to achieve with this war. When negotiating for peace, you may only make demands that you have first been added here. Okay. Vassalize. Liberate planet. Give independence to Michael. We will make them seed the planet Jessinox. Or, I'm sorry, Jess Inoxpa, their homeworld. And they will liberate this planet, the Kavzek. This planet Kavzek. We will give it independence. That is our goal in this war. We will destroy them if they do not.
Independence from their weak and puny government?
These people deserve a chance to fight in true honorable battle. I believe you understand what I'm saying as a fellow man of honor.
Mm-hmm. You're going to take their resources.
We're going to take their resources. Unless they can defeat us, and then they will take our resources. And thus the strongest species will survive. Or not survive, but, you know, dominate. That's the way of the universe. That is the way of honor. We will face them in battle. Alright, I declared war. We are at war right now.
Alright, start it up whenever you're ready.
Oh, alright, so let me give you a rundown on this. I have a couple slightly damaged ships, but I have 11 G-Car Junjumjan cruise, G-Car Junjumjam is the flagship. It is a Timtar class corvette. What it is it has 3 small coil guns, high fusion reactors, very advanced shields, or small deflectors, I should say. I didn't actually get the shields yet. The enemy is consisting of 12 Sharp class corvettes, led by the JSC Sharp, the flagship of the fleet, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
It has a small mass driver and a medium mass driver, no shields, and is very, very unadvanced. My admiral, what is it? Uvko leads Uvko's war fleet, named after him because he is one of the daimyo, obviously, one of the ruling elite, chosen as a warrior. Their fleet, the Claws of Ivory, or led by the Claws of Ivory, called the First Murder, is an inexperienced war fleet. Uvko is a level 2 commander. Claws of Ivory is a level 1 commander. And we are about to see what happens when a man outsteps his station. Alright, I'm going to begin. You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Here we go. And the battle begins. Now, I've just taken a heavy beating upon my shields. They were in a better position in this fight. But, however, we have dealt over 1,000 damage when they've only dealt over 200 to us. This is a humongous... Oh my god, this battle is intense, actually. They've lost a ship. We've lost a ship. They've lost another ship. They're suffering casualties much quicker than we can. It's a slaughter out here. This is absolutely insane. The Jessinax fleet is fighting with great honor, but they are outnumbered, and they've retreated. They fell back.
Retreat is never good.
For whom, I should say.
If you're retreating, you're gonna lose.
Oh, absolutely. We're going in pursuit of their homeworld, obviously. Now, they will have their defensive station, their spaceport. And we will not be able to attack that directly at the moment because, you know, we have suffered heavy losses as well. We've suffered 5 ships lost. They suffered 8. They are not as powerful as we are, and we're going to hopefully catch them before they can retreat from combat. Excuse me. Hmm. I'm sorry, I just paused for a moment because I want to do a couple of things here.
No problem.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a state of war. You understand, sir. You yourself as a warrior.
System survey complete.
So okay, I want to making a quote at a character here, I guess. The really cool thing about this is that sometimes shit that you destroy will actually give you bonuses to stuff you're not able to research right now. Right? I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah. All right.
And it's kind of neat because it's like, oh, you destroyed this thing that has this really powerful weapon. Well, when you eventually can research, you know, the Star Killer or whatever you have, I don't know if that exists because I have not played past this point in the game.
I hope it does.
I think so. I mean, I may have just been having a crazy like madness stupor, but I think it does. I am researching laser weapons. I feel like that's actually important to me. Anyway, I feel like you know, that stuff is obviously very
Hostile fleet in
very it's neat that you can actually kind of get it. So you can kind of have like the, oh, you have plus 2% research when you eventually get this fucking thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you've actually held it, you know? It's like, it kind of, they talk into the account that, say if today, you know, if let's say the Roswell incident was actually real, and like we actually was like, hey, we really have a UFO somewhere, you know?
situation log updated.
It's like, well, of course we're gonna keep it. Maybe we don't know what to do with it right now, but when our government can eventually decide, hey, we're gonna build we're gonna build a spaceship, you know, interstellar spaceship. We're gonna have this thing. It's like, of course they would fucking keep that, you know. And eventually we'll understand what to do with it. And even past when we understand it fully, we'll keep it as a point of reference, as a point of history, blah blah. Blah. And it kind of like takes into account like that's how a thing behaves, you know.
Yeah. So
And I'm actually kind of really happy with that. Like, again, this game is made with Paradox Games by Paradox Games. They make Hearts of Iron. They make Europa Universalis. They make etc. And it is they do a massive in-depth game. And for better, sometimes worse, you know, they do make really good games, but they make not necessarily popular games because it's just how it is. They honestly take into account and be like, hey, what the fuck will we do with this shit? And you know, that's what I like about it. Sorry, what were you about to say, Bodhi?
I was gonna say it's also good from a game design kind of way, because it means people that are more militant as opposed to just a second. People that are more militant as opposed to research heavy can still catch up as far as the, you know, so they're not
Updated.
hoarding archers against tanks. It doesn't have that
Exactly.
civilization effect.
It doesn't. You don't fucking met civilization where you need to be research heavy and military is secondary. Always. No, you're right. It's kind of neat, and that's the thing is that it kind of acknowledges the fact that the military is not stupid. Like the military has a goal, and that goal is we must win. You know.
Yeah.
Hostile
And
fleet
with that
engaged.
in mind, Polly, I gotta pause the thing for a second. With that in mind, it's like obviously, if in the world a highly advanced nation would, for instance, be like, hey, we blew up this weapon and we don't know what it is, we would keep the remains of it so we can look at it, and we may not understand it today, but tomorrow we will. So, check this out. So I'm looking at a system, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what it is. So there is a... No, hold on. That's unique. What's so unique about this system? Oh, I have a thing in there. Okay. Sorry about that. Keep going. My comprehension has slowed down heavily.
Alright, so, what I've got going on right now is a bit more interesting than you might imagine. I have just engaged the enemy's main fleet in combat. Their force is currently overwhelming my second fleet. But my main fleet is coming up. So
So you,
270 against 240 against 335. I have lost quite a few ships, but here comes that gigantic fleet that you guys have been trying to avoid. And then suddenly overwhelming support. Crushed. We're gonna take your planet, destroy everything you've ever loved, and goodbye. Actually, let's take this planet real quick. I got the time. I just took out the entirety of their fleet. I lost quite a few ships. I'd say about at least 7, maybe 10.
very, very interesting.
But I've got an invasion force ready, and another one on the way, just to shore it all up. Bombarding the fuck out of them.
So as you say this, I actually lost the battle at the enemy fleet's homeworld. I lost a very big battle. Many of my damaged ships were destroyed, so we have been pushed out at the enemy's home planet. But the General VK at our home planet has assembled a force of 7 ships, fully armored. And he is assembling, actually I have, let me see here, many more ships than that, and an army being built. And Polly, I'm going to assemble this fleet, and I'm going to destroy the foe. So I have all these, it's funny, because I went to the war with the guys I had the research pact from, but I take their research pact, basically, right?
Yeah.
And, it's more of now, I keep destroying their ships and taking their research. Now I assume they're doing the same to me. So they're learning what my weapons are. You know, my ships are very powerful with weapons and defenses. And their ships are very powerful with sensors and I assume other technology that's not immediately noticeable to me. But it's kind of funny because I feel like they're actually getting the better part of this war, because they are capable of getting my high-powered weapons, and if they can do that, I think maybe I might be at a disadvantage here. So I am trying to figure out, you know, they beat me in one battle, I beat them in one battle, so what is it that I am able to do? I'm actually going to have to pause here again because you gotta give me a minute because I gotta figure this out. If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay, thank you, sir. Status. Spans the time here.
Alright.
Paul, you feel like this is a good place to call it for the night?
Oh yeah. Definitely a good place.
Alright. Good work tonight. The High Court Daimyo's plan to conquer this confederacy has not gone according to plan. 100%, but we are still in the fight. And I feel like we can probably make some massive returns with a really swift blow to their dwindling military. What do you think about your situation over there?
I feel like I have successfully imitated colonial Britain. Out of all of my population, 20 out of 55 units are
Indentured servants?
no, that the other way around.
Oh, wow. So
Uh,
you have a massive empire down there.
I have a massive empire, mostly of slaves, because I figured out that conquering people doesn't make them happy, and unhappy people don't work very much, so...
So why not, right? Why not make them slaves?
Yeah, unfortunately, like colonial Britain, I've become bloated, and it's not working out too well as far as administrative stuff goes. But I can have a navy of 71 ships.
Wow.
Yep. Unfortunately, I have negative 30 monthly influence and negative 30 monthly energy credits, so...
Wow.
Negative 30%, rather.
I hear you.
Not negative 30 total.
Oh, wow. So it's pretty brutal, huh?
It's hard being gigantic. But really,
All right.
really fun.
we will see if we can figure out how to solve our problems next time.
All right, next time.
Here we go.